Welcome to my channel. Hey guys, it's Flawless Filipina here. Today's video is about how to become a medical assistant / pros and cons / is it worth it? How to become a medical assistant. You have to have a high school diploma. I had to pay a fee up front for the application. She talked to me a little bit about like my goals and what I wanted to do and stuff like that. And then once I paid the application fee, I had to give... Hello? Okay. Had to give her my license and my social security number for her to put in her records. And I had to take it's kind of, I don't remember the name of it, but it was like a capability test. It was, it had math and reading, but you had to score like a 13 or higher to be like qualified to go into the school. And I got like an 18, something like that. You would definitely want to apply for scholarships if you can get one. I do not like this lighting. I do not like it at all. Let me change it. Is that a little bit better? Yeah, this is a little bit better. Okay. And I got qualified for Pell Grant. And not everybody gets qualified for that, but I was able to, thank God. If you can find more and you apply to them and you receive them, even better. If you can't pay it all off right away with the scholarships, which mine didn't, it paid like maybe 50%. Then you would have to do student loans, which 90 to 95% of the students used student loans. So once I got the financial situation out of the way, I started school the week after all of that. And it kind of depended on how early in the semester that you were wanting to start. So I applied at like the end of December last year, and I started January 7th. And they were starting the new semester in January. If you can't start as soon as you went, you would probably go the next month. I went Monday through Friday from 9 o'clock in the morning to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I took medical terminology, lab procedures 1 and lab procedures 2, clinical procedures, billing and code, well, basic billing and coding, and anatomy and physiology. If you don't know what anatomy and physiology is, it's just like the basic, like anatomy is like the structures of your body, like bones and muscles, and physiology is what those parts of your body do. It costed about, I believe, 20,000 something. Of course, I didn't pay it right away because I'm still paying the student loans. You learn about like the safety, like needle sticks, like if you stick yourself, if you're trying to draw blood or something, safety in the lab, things like that. Providing education for patients, learn new skills, of course, and improve your knowledge. And just shy of 8 months, I started this year, January, and finished in August. And I got a job in October. So it took about less than 2 months, one month and something, or at 2 months. Oh, by the way, the fee, did I say how much the fee was? It was about $50 to $55 to get into the program. Now on to the pros. Pro number 1, no offense to people that work in fast food. I used to work in fast food. I worked at Bojangles before I went to school there. But it's better than minimum wage. The pay is better than like basic jobs that you can get with a high school diploma. Con number 1, if you have a weak stomach, you probably should not be a medical assistant. Kind of depends though on like what department. Like if you're working in surgery, or you have to see like a lot of blood, or definitely if you pass out at the sight of blood or something like that, you probably shouldn't be a medical assistant. But it depends. It depends. Because at my job, I don't draw blood, even though I'm certified to draw blood. Pro number 2, if you love to help others, then this is probably the job for you, because I have a passion for helping others. I like to make others happy, and I like to make others feel better. Con number 2, student loans. You have to pay it back. I usually, like, when I get hospital bills from when I go to the hospital, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't paid mine, but I eventually will. I've been my student loans though every month. Mine runs between, which again depends on like how much you make or how much your husband or whoever makes if you're not working or whatever. It depends on that. And mine runs about, it went from 40 to about 70 something a month. So it's been in the 70s. But now I believe it's going to be in the hundreds now. And I'm going to have to ask them why my payments went up. Pro number 3. If you're full-time, you only go to school for 8 months, which is what I did. So I was done less than a year. If you're part-time, it was, I believe, 15 months. So a year and 3 months. Con number 3 would be the uniforms. The uniforms sucked ass. Sorry, but I'm gonna go ahead and let you know I'm a cursor. So yeah, the uniforms were like paper. They rubbed a lot, and I'm big, so my legs in between where my thighs rubbed, it was like it was gonna wither away. I actually had to sew both of my scrub bottoms because they were so shitty. The ones I have now, this is a good brand. It's called Lelle. Oh, if I get my hair out of the way. Right here. Yeah, it's a bit expensive. It was about $30 to $40 for the top and bottom, like each. But my husband wanted to buy me something nice, he said. But the uniforms at the school were shitty. Pro number 4 would be one class each month. So you don't have like a cluster of classes. Like you don't have 1, 2, 3, or 4 each month. You just had one each month. Like I had medical terminology the first month, like January, and then February I had lab 1 procedures. March I had lab 2 procedures, like that, so on and so forth. Con number 4 would be if you have piercings or tattoos. My school, Southeastern Institute, did not like you to have piercings or tattoos. If you had them, either take them out or cover them up. Mine, I had, well, with my tongue, I just put a clear one in, and my nose, I had my original one in that I got it pierced with, and then I had to switch it to a clear one. But I still have my tongue one. I just hadn't changed it back to like the silver or any other jewelry. And my nose is smaller. I have a smaller one put in. And yeah, I had to switch it, and I did not like it. Also, tattoos. I only have 1 so far, but I want to get more. I have this one, Queen of Hearts. I know it looks crooked the way I'm sitting, but it's straight. If you guys would like a video about tattoos and piercings, leave a comment down below and I will get back to that. Pro number 5. They teach you about interviews and resumes, and they help you get a job by putting your resume out there. Like we had 3 interviews. The first month was to see how you were during an interview. / they also gave you a telephone interview. It was very nerve-wracking, by the way. And then towards the middle of the 6 months, 6 months with classes, 2 months externship. But in the middle of the 6 months, you had another interview, which to see how you've improved. And then you had one more at the end of your classes of all the classes, which was like June for me. And then I started externship in July. And they had to see how much you improved even more, which I really did. I did really good, which I feel like that was very educational because, you know, people normally look up questions to ask during an interview or things like that. And they taught you that kind of stuff there, like what you should say and what you shouldn't say. Con number 5. This probably should have been con number 1. We didn't use dummy arms for drawing blood, which sucked. I got stuck maybe 25 or more times a month. When I was doing it, I got stuck that whole month for 25. And then when I started another class and somebody else was in lab procedures, and if they needed to draw blood from you, or they needed to draw blood, they went to the other classes to get arms because you had to get 25 sticks. You had to get 25 sticks in lab 1 and then 25 more sticks in lab 2. So, yeah. You can imagine how sore my arms were. And I had bruises. We had to use ice packs to, like, you know, the day of when it happened. Then you ice it when you get home, off and on. And then when you come back, it gets stuck again. Oh, they should get some dummy arms. That way, give your arms a break. Pro number 6, I had 4 breaks while I was in school. It was like 4 15-minute breaks. I don't remember exactly the times because it's been a while, but yeah, we had 4 breaks, which I like. And then that goes along with the 6th con was very short lunch. It was 30 minutes. But heck, I get 30 minutes at my work now. But I mean, it's not as fast sometimes. I guess it just depends. But at school, it went by very fast, because they only had 4 microwaves, and there's like over 100 people that are there. And if you need to microwave something, you better run in order to get yours done first, or within the first 10 or so people. Pro number 7, you get a variety of certifications with Southeastern Institute specifically. I got my CPT, CCMA, and CMAA. CPT is Certified Phlebotomy Technician. This is when you learn to draw blood, which was very fun. I kind of miss it. My job doesn't do it. CMAA, which is Certified Medical Administrative Assistant, which is like the people up front that you see when you go to a doctor's office, and this your copay and all that stuff, the billing information. And CCMA, which is Certified Clinical Medical Assistant, which is what I do now, pretty much doing triaging patients, getting their vital signs, which is the blood pressure, pulse, temperature, respirations. If you want a video about how I do those, leave a comment down below and I will do those as well. Pro number 8 would be that the staff was very helpful there. They were very helpful and resourceful. If you were late to school, you needed to let them know. They would bug you to death if you didn't come. They would think something was wrong and they would keep calling you, so you would have to let them know what's going on. I was there every day though, so I didn't have that problem. It seemed as though they actually cared about you as a person. Not too many schools are like that nowadays. One that I really liked was pro number 9, which was if you don't have a credit score, when you pay your student loans, it boosts your credit score. So a credit score booster. I guess you could say that pro number 10 is that you would just love it. I love it. I love what I do. I really do. I'm glad that I decided to do it because initially I want to be a registered nurse. It didn't work out. But hopefully eventually I will become a registered nurse. It takes a while. It's going to take a long time for me, I believe, personally. And was it worth it? Yeah, it was worth it. For me. In my opinion, it was worth it. Tell me in the comment section below what other videos you would like in the future, what you would like to see next. Hit the like, subscribe button if you want to see more. Tell your friends. I will see you guys next time. Love you. Bye. Hey guys, I forgot to show you what I wear to work. Also, if you wanted to see what it looks like this. These are my Caribbean blue scrubs. So it's like a dark blue. I like these. They had 3 colors: Caribbean blue, wine color, and teal. But I only have this one and wine. I'm gonna have to get the other one later. This is my ID. I had to use this to clock in and out, go to lunch, and it has my, you know, all of my safety stuff on there. Yeah, for a fire. This one's to use, this is the acronym for if there is a fire and you need to use the fire extinguisher. These, as I said earlier, these scrubs are called the L scrubs, E-L-L-E. And I have these shoes, which are, I bought these from Scrubs and Beyond. They are the Infinity shoes for, it says for Cherokee uniforms, I believe, but I don't use Cherokee. In case you guys wondered what I wore, this is what I wear. And this is my work jacket. They have a foundation, and they gave these out at orientation if you wanted to get one. Just wanted to show you that if you wanted to know what I wear. Okay.